To all my fellow black fatiguers out there, have you ever been called an Oreo when you were growing up? Or been made fun of because you were hardworking or because you talk proper or white? It's absolutely nuts, man. Look at our community. Look how messed up it is. You dare try to say anything, you're called an Uncle Tom. You're called, you hate your own race. You hate your mom. It's like, nah, man. It's just embarrassing to be black. It's embarrassing to be black. Not because I don't like myself, how I look, or who I am. It has nothing to do with that. It's just that I hate being associated with the rest of you savages. Let's keep it real. That's just like if you have a certain last name and you're the only one of the few in your family that carries it well and don't get into trouble. But yet, because so many other people that you're related to with that same last name cause trouble throughout town or the city or the state or wherever you're in, you almost hate having that last name because it's associated with foolery and savagery, not because you don't like the last name itself. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I'm so glad this black fatigue thing is taken off because they don't listen to black people like us. I used to play a certain instrument in high school and I was very good at it. And my parents paid a lot of money for it. And so my parents never wanted me to leave the instrument in the band hall overnight until I come to school the next day. They didn't want it to get stolen and mess up their investment or lose out on their investment. So I would take it with me to every class after band class for the rest of the day. And then, of course, in the morning, I would, bring it and drop it off in the band hall because I was going to start first period. But anyways, I remember there's this one black guy in particular, and I was carrying it through the hallway for the last period. And he's like, look at this hard-working N-word right here, in a joking way, but serious way. Black people always put down other black people that are trying to do the right thing or trying to work hard or be successful in life in a way that doesn't involve a ball or dancing or shooting or killing or rapping or anything like that. It's absolutely pathetic. It sucks. It's to the point now to where when I go to certain places and they look at me a certain way, I don't even get offended. Because if a high percentage of us act a certain way, it's behoove you to be on guard for certain behaviors. I can't even call it true racism. It's pattern recognition for most people. Some people just don't like black people anyway, even the ones that are doing the right thing, because they have such a bad taste in their mouth. So I don't even get mad or upset or offended when people, look at me a certain way or have their guard up, because it's simple pattern recognition. If you're walking down the street and you see two poodles or you see two little chihuahuas walking, are you going to walk to the other side of the street or jump on top of a car? No, because there's no pattern recognition or history of a bunch of chihuahuas like causing harm to you. Like, they have little bites, but they're not going to kill you. You never hear about animal attacks and people getting mauled to death by chihuahuas. But anyways, if you see a group of two or more, or even one Rottweiler, or what's the other one, the main one, pit bull, that's what I meant to say. You see one or more, especially more pit bulls charging down the street, you're jumping on top of a car or getting in your vehicle or trying to hide or run inside your house. Not because you hate pit bulls just for the sake of hating pit bulls, but you've seen enough times, like, hey, first of all, they got those wide jaws like the shark from the movie. But secondly, you hear about the huge reputation of them killing people, literally, and enjoying it. So you can't be mad at other races, black people, for looking at you a certain way if we do the things that we do. What other race in America has a website basically dedicated to, ignorant news and fights in public or foolery? We're an embarrassment to ourselves. And we keep blaming other people. It's so annoying. You act like a bunch of little children that don't want to apologize for doing something wrong. We always want to be the victim. It's so annoying. I'm not saying this so other races can give me a pass, or I'm trying to be Uncle Tom. Nothing to do with that. I'm sure they're going to hate me anyway, regardless of what I'm saying, but at least I'm speaking the truth. It's embarrassing to be black because of the association with the behavior that comes with most of us. It's so frustrating. It's been this way my whole life, ever since elementary school. My father was in the military. We moved around several bases, and we had families that lived in the South, like families that were outside of the military. I noticed a stark difference between being on military bases and being in urban areas. And not only that, when I was bullied or had issues with people in school, even on base, it was always people that looked like me. either a black girl or a black boy, that would say something about my appearance or my nose or my facial features, my skin color, whatever you can imagine. I never had anybody of another race like, oh, look at this guy. Look at him. He's black. It's always my own people. Wake up, black people. We're an embarrassment. How can you expect anybody to take you serious if we don't even take ourselves serious? It's absolutely nuts. We're a matriarchy. Our community is a matriarchy. That's why they say things like fatherless behavior when black people do certain things, because they know most of the time dads aren't around. And if they are around, the mom still wears the pants. So it's almost like you might as well not even be around. Big mama is the leader of the household, and grandpa, who paid for everything, is just in the background quiet. Like, yeah, your grandma or, your mom, she runs everything. That's why we're screwed and jacked up. I am fully against abortion. But let me give you a fact, a statistic. Black women have the most abortions every year in this country, even though they're a much smaller portion of women or percentage of women compared to whites. Think about that. And when I say I'm against abortion, I am. But just imagine how much chaos there would be if all these black women kept their babies. That sounds crazy. That sounds messed up, but it's true.